Jake Morrison stood at the command deck of Earth. Defense Station Titan. The station floated in space between Earth and Mars. Jake had been watching the stars for 12 years. Nothing ever happened out here. Most days were quiet and boring. Today felt different. Commander Morrison, you need to see this, called Dr. Lisa Parker from her science station. Her voice was shaky. Lisa had studied alien life for 10 years, but she had never seen anything like this. Jake walked over to her screen. The display showed deep space radar readings. Strange energy signals were coming from the edge of the solar system. The signals were huge, much bigger than anything humans had ever made. What am I looking at, Lisa? Jake asked. Energy signatures, sir? Multiple contacts? They just appeared out of nowhere, near Pluto's orbit. Lisa's hands moved quickly over her controls. The computer says there are at least 50 objects, maybe more. Jake felt his heart beat faster. In all his years in space, he had never seen readings like these. Are you sure this isn't a system error? I've run the scan 3 times, sir. It's real. Jake picked up his communication device. This is Commander Morrison calling Earth Command. Priority alert. We have unknown contacts in the outer system. The reply came back quickly. Earth Command here. We see them too, Commander. Admiral Rodriguez wants all stations on high alert. On Earth, Admiral Sam Rodriguez sat in the underground command center in Colorado. The room was filled with screens and computers. Officers ran back and forth, checking data and making reports. Sam had been a soldier for 30 years. He had fought in wars around the world. But this was something new. Give me a full report, Sam ordered. Sir, we count 52 vessels, reported Lieutenant Kate Williams. They're moving toward the inner system. Speed is increasing. At current rate, they'll reach Earth in 18 hours. Sam looked at the main screen. It showed the solar system, with red dots moving toward Earth. The dots were getting closer every minute. Any response to our communication attempts? Sam asked. Negative, sir. We've tried every frequency we know. They're not answering. On the lunar defense platform, Captain Amy Collins watched her own screens. The moon base had the best telescopes. In the solar system, Amy could see the alien ships more clearly than anyone else. The ships were beautiful and terrifying. They looked like they were made of crystal and metal. They moved in perfect formation. No human fleet had ever looked so organized. My God, Amy whispered to herself. They're real. Her communication officer spoke up. Captain, Earth Command is asking for visual confirmation. Tell them confirmed. 52 vessels of unknown design. They're definitely not human. Back on Earth, people went about their normal day. In New York, office workers grabbed coffee and rushed to meetings. In Tokyo, students attended classes. In London, families ate dinner. Most of humanity had no idea that alien ships were racing toward their planet, but in secret facilities around the world alarms were ringing. Dr. Ben Martinez worked in a hidden laboratory beneath the Nevada desert. For 20 years, he had studied pieces of crashed alien technology. The government had recovered the pieces from various incidents around the world. Ben's job was to figure out how they worked. Today, his computer was going crazy. All the alien technology in his lab was suddenly active. Lights were flashing. Machines were humming with power. Colonel Murphy, you need to get down here. Ben called into his phone. Colonel Ryan Murphy ran down the metal stairs to Ben's lab. Ryan was in charge of Project Aegis, the most secret program in human history. Only a few hundred people knew it existed. What's happening, Ben? Ryan asked. The artifacts, sir. They're all responding to something. Whatever's coming toward Earth. It's making our collected alien tech come alive. Ryan's face went pale. Are you saying those ships out there are related to the technology we've been studying? I think so, sir. The energy patterns match perfectly. High above Earth, Jake Morrison received a new message from the approaching fleet. The alien voice was cold and mechanical when translated by the computer. Primitive species of the third planet. You will surrender immediately. Lower any defensive systems you possess. Prepare for occupation. You have 1 solar rotation to comply. Resistance will result in complete extermination. Jake felt his blood turn cold. He immediately sent the message to Earth Command. Admiral. Rodriguez heard the alien ultimatum in his command center. The room fell silent. Everyone stopped what they were doing and looked at the main screen. 1 day, Sam said quietly. They're giving us 1 day to surrender our entire planet. Sir, what are your orders? Asked Kate Williams. Sam thought for a long moment. These aliens had no idea what they were dealing with. For decades, humanity had been preparing for this exact moment. The crashed alien technology, the secret weapons, the hidden defense systems. It was all for this day. Send a reply, Sam ordered. Tell them we need time to consider their offer. Ask for negotiations. Sir, are we actually going to surrender? Kate asked. Sam smiled grimly. Not a chance. But we need them to think we might. The longer they believe Earth is helpless, the better our chances. The alien commander, Vale Theron, Lord Zeph, received Earth's reply aboard his flagship. The massive crystal ship was the pride of the Vale Theron Empire. Lord Zeph had conquered 12 worlds with this fleet. Earth would be unlucky number 13. Want to negotiate, reported his tactical officer. Typical primitive behavior. They always beg for mercy in the end. Lord Zeph laughed. His species had been conquering worlds for 1,000 years. They had never met a species that could resist their technology. Earth's primitive radio signals and chemical rockets were pathetic compared to Vale Theron power. Let them talk, Lord Zeph said. It makes no difference. Tomorrow, this world will belong to the Empire. Back on Earth, the secret preparations began. In hidden bases around the world, soldiers checked their weapons. Engineers powered up defense systems that had been disguised as civilian satellites. Pilots climbed into fighters that the public had never seen. Jake Morrison looked out at the stars one more time. Somewhere out there, an alien fleet was coming to destroy his world. They thought Earth was defenseless. They thought humans were primitive and weak. They were about to learn how wrong they were. The countdown to invasion had begun. In less than 24 hours, the galaxy would discover what happened when someone threatened humanity's home. The aliens had made one critical mistake. They had given Earth warning. That warning was going to cost them everything. Colonel Ryan Murphy stood in the war room, deep under the Colorado mountains. The room was filled with screens, showing every part of Earth. Red lights flashed on control panels. Officers spoke in quiet, urgent voices. All stations, this is Project Aegis Control, Ryan said into his headset. Operation Looking Glass is now active. Repeat, Looking Glass is active. Around the world, secret bases received the message. In hidden facilities from Alaska to Australia, humans began the most important performance of their lives. They had to make the aliens believe Earth was helpless. Dr. Ben Martinez worked quickly in his Nevada laboratory. On his screens, he could see the alien fleet getting closer to Earth. The ships moved in perfect formation. Their energy readings were incredible. Colonel, the quantum disruptor network is ready, Ben reported. All civilian satellites are in position. The aliens won't detect anything unusual until we activate the system. Ryan nodded. Good work, Ben. Remember, timing is everything. If we act too soon, they might escape and warn their empire. Thousands of miles away, Lieutenant Kate Williams sat in a hidden bunker beneath Denver. Her job was to monitor all alien communications. The Vale Theron fleet was very confident. They talked openly about their plans. Colonel Murphy, you should hear this, Kate said. She played the intercepted alien transmission. The mechanical voice of Lord Zeph filled the room. Intelligence reports confirm the target world has achieved basic nuclear fusion. Their space capabilities are limited to primitive chemical rockets. No orbital defense platforms detected. No advanced weaponry signatures. This will be the easiest conquest in Empire history. Ryan smiled coldly. The aliens saw exactly what humans wanted them to see. For 30 years, Earth's best engineers had worked to hide humanity's true capabilities. Every real military satellite was disguised as civilian equipment. Every advanced weapon looked like normal space junk. Captain Steve Johnson commanded the research vessel Coral Sea in the Pacific Ocean. To anyone watching, it looked like a normal science ship studying ocean life. But under the water, the ship's real purpose was hidden. "Sonar contact," reported his officer. "USS Atlanta is in position beneath us." Steve looked down through the clear deck panels. Far below, he could see the dark shape of humanity's most advanced submarine. The Atlanta was equipped with technology that the aliens would never expect to find on Earth. "Good," Steve said. "Tell Atlanta to maintain position. When the aliens scan us, they need to see only a research vessel." The alien fleet continued toward Earth. Lord Zeph stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching the primitive planet grow larger on his screens. His tactical officers reported their findings. "Lord Zeph, the planet appears to have no unified defense force," said one officer. "Multiple nations with separate militaries. No coordination between them. They're using basic radio communications that we can easily intercept." "Excellent," Lord Zeph replied. "Have they responded to our ultimatum?" "Yes, my lord. They request more time to organize a surrender. They claim their leaders need to meet and discuss terms." Lord Zeph laughed. Every conquered world said the same thing. They always wanted more time, thinking they could somehow escape their fate. "Grant them 6 more hours," Lord Zeph decided. "It makes no difference. Nothing on that planet can threaten the Imperial fleet." On the hidden moon base Shackleton, Captain Amy Collins prepared for the most important mission of her life. The base was built inside a crater on the far side of the moon. From Earth, it was completely invisible. "Final systems check," Amy ordered her crew. "Stealth generators online and stable, Captain. Quantum torpedoes loaded and ready. Energy shields powered down but ready for instant activation." Amy looked at the tactical display. 12 other hidden bases around the solar system showed green status lights. Each base was invisible to alien scanners. Each base carried enough firepower to destroy a city. The aliens had no idea they were flying into the most carefully prepared trap in human history. Dr. Lisa Parker worked frantically on Earth Defense Station Titan. To the aliens, Titan looked like a simple research station. They could see its basic life support systems and communication equipment. They could not see the advanced weapons hidden in its core. "Jake, the alien fleet is adjusting course," Lisa reported. "They're moving into attack formation." Commander Jake Morrison watched the alien ships on his screen. They moved like dancers, each ship perfectly positioned. It was beautiful and terrifying. "How long until they reach weapons range?" Jake asked. 4 hours, 30 minutes, Lisa replied. "Good. That gives us time to complete the deception." On Earth, normal life continued. People went to work. Children played in parks. Traffic moved through busy streets. News reports talked about the alien contact. But most people thought the government would find a peaceful solution. They had no idea that thousands of soldiers and scientists were working to save their world. Major Alex Turner commanded the hidden defense grid from his post in the Rocky Mountains. Above ground, tourists visited a normal research facility. Below ground, Alex controlled the most powerful weapons humanity had ever built. "All grid stations report ready," his officer announced. "Plasma cannons are charged. Missile batteries are loaded. Energy shields are on standby." "Perfect," Alex said. "Remember, we stay hidden until the colonel gives the order." The aliens must believe they have the advantage. In space, the Veiltharan fleet prepared for battle. Lord Zeph's officers made final checks of their weapons and shields. They had conquered so many worlds that the process had become routine. Target analysis complete, my lord, reported the tactical officer. The planet has several large population centers. We recommend starting with the largest cities to maximize psychological impact. Agreed, Lord Zeph said. After we destroy their major cities, the remaining population will surrender immediately. Standard conquest protocol. The aliens had used this strategy on dozens of worlds. It always worked. Destroy the biggest cities, and the remaining population would give up rather than face complete extinction. But Earth was not like other worlds. Captain Nina Ross floated in her fighter craft behind the moon. Her ship looked like a piece of space, debris to alien scanners. Around her, 50 other pilots waited in similar craft. This is Falcon Leader, Nina said quietly into her radio. All birds are in the nest, waiting for the signal. Copy, Falcon Leader, came the reply from Earth Command. Maintain radio silence until activation. Nina looked at her instruments. Her fighter carried weapons that combined human engineering with alien technology. The result was something that no alien empire had ever faced before. The hours passed slowly. On Earth, families ate dinner and watched the news. Children went to bed, unaware that their world was about to be attacked. In the secret command centers, humans made final preparations. Every weapon was checked. Every system was tested. Every soldier knew their part in the plan. The alien fleet moved closer. Soon, they would attack Earth's major cities. They expected to see primitive defenses and panicked populations. Instead, they would discover the deadliest surprise in galactic history. Colonel Ryan Murphy looked at the countdown timer on his screen. 2 hours until the aliens reached weapons range. 2 hours until humanity revealed its true strength. All stations, this is Aegis Control, Ryan announced. The enemy believes we are helpless. Let them continue believing until the last possible moment. The fate of our world depends on this deception. Around the world, men and women in hidden bases acknowledged the order. They were ready. Earth was ready. The aliens were about to learn that sometimes the prey was actually the predator. Lord Zeph stood on the bridge of his flagship as the Veiltharan fleet moved into attack position. Earth hung before them like a blue jewel. The planet looked peaceful and defenseless. All ships report ready for bombardment, my lord, his tactical officer announced. Excellent. Target the largest population centers first. New York, Tokyo, London, Beijing. The usual strategy. Yes, my lord. Weapons charging now. On Earth, Admiral Sam Rodriguez watched the alien fleet on his command screens. In hidden bunkers, around the world, thousands of humans held their breath. Everything depended on the next few minutes. All stations, this is Earth Command, Sam said quietly. Enemy fleet is in position. Maintain defensive posture until my signal. The alien ships opened fire. Massive energy beams shot down from space toward Earth's biggest cities. The beams were bright white and incredibly powerful. Each beam carried enough energy to destroy entire city blocks. For 30 seconds, it looked like the attack was working perfectly. New York went dark. Tokyo's lights disappeared. London vanished from satellite view. Beijing's communication signals stopped. In the Veiltharan flagship, Lord Zeph smiled with satisfaction. Perfect targeting. No return fire detected. Prepare landing forces for occupation. But something was wrong. Commander Jake Morrison watched from Defense Station Titan as the alien attack hit Earth. On his screens, the targeted cities appeared to be destroyed. But Jake knew the truth. Energy shield status. Jake asked Dr. Lisa Parker. All city shields holding at 98%. Lisa replied with a grin. The aliens' weapons can't penetrate our barriers. The destroyed cities were actually protected by invisible energy shields. Advanced holographic projectors made it look like the cities had been wiped out. But underneath the false images, millions of people were safe and unharmed. Phase 1 complete, Jake reported to Earth Command. The enemy believes their attack succeeded. Admiral Rodriguez smiled grimly in his command center. Outstanding. Major Turner, activate the defense grid. In the Rocky Mountains, Major Alex Turner's finger hovered over a red button. Around the world, similar buttons waited in hidden command centers. Defense grid activation in 3, 2, 1, Alex announced. He pressed the button. Suddenly, Earth's sky came alive with light. What the aliens had mistaken for primitive communication. Satellites revealed their true purpose. Hundreds of hidden weapons platforms powered up simultaneously. The space around Earth filled with energy signatures that made the alien fleet look small. What is happening? Lord Zeph demanded as his ships. Alarms began screaming. My lord, massive energy spikes detected from the planet's surface and orbital space. Multiple weapon platforms coming online. These readings are impossible. Impossible. What do you mean, impossible? Sir, the energy signatures match our own technology. Some appear to be even more advanced than our weapons. Lord Zeph felt ice form in his stomach. This was not supposed to happen. Primitive worlds did not have weapons that matched Veiltheran technology. On the hidden moon base, Captain Amy Collins received the activation signal. All units, this is Shackleton Base. We are weapons free. Repeat, weapons free. Around the solar system 12 hidden bases, decloaked simultaneously. Each base had been disguised as asteroids or space debris. Now they revealed massive weapon arrays and energy shields. The alien fleet found themselves surrounded. Enemy contacts appearing on all sides, reported the Veiltheran tactical officer. His voice was shaking. Sir, we count over 300 weapons platforms. How did we not detect them? Captain Nina Ross led the first wave of human fighters out from behind the moon. Her squadron had been waiting in the shadow of Luna for hours. Now 50 advanced fighters streaked toward the alien fleet. This is Falcon. Leader, to all Falcon units. Time to show these aliens what human engineering can do. Nina's fighter was equipped with weapons that combined the best of human and alien technology. Quantum torpedoes, plasma cannons, and energy shields that could absorb enemy fire and redirect it back at the attackers. The alien fleet tried to adjust their formation, but it was too late. Captain Steve Johnson's research vessel Coral Sea suddenly revealed its true nature. The innocent-looking science ship split open to reveal advanced missile launchers. Beneath the ocean, the submarine USS Atlanta rose to the surface and added its own firepower to the attack. Dr. Ben Martinez activated the quantum disruptor network from his Nevada laboratory. The network had been built into civilian satellites over 20 years. Now those satellites revealed their true purpose. Disruptor network active, Ben reported. Enemy shields are failing across their entire fleet. The quantum disruptors interfered with the aliens' shield technology. Lord Zeph watched in horror as his ship's protective barriers flickered and died. Shields down on all vessels, his officer reported. The enemy is using some kind of disruption field. How is this possible? Lord Zeph demanded. Our intelligence said this species was primitive. Sir, it appears their intelligence was deliberately false. They've been hiding their true capabilities. The human counterattack was devastating and perfectly coordinated, Major. Alex Turner's hidden defense grid opened fire from locations around the world. Plasma beams shot up from what had appeared to be research stations and communication towers. The beams struck alien ships with pinpoint accuracy. Lieutenant Kate Williams coordinated the assault from her bunker in Denver. She had been listening to alien communications for hours. Now she used that knowledge to predict their every move. Enemy flagship is trying to retreat, Kate reported, redirecting Falcon Squadron to intercept. Copy that, Nina Ross replied. Her fighters changed course to block the alien commander's escape route. The Veilthoran fleet, which had conquered dozens of worlds, began falling apart under the coordinated human assault. Their formations scattered. Their communications became confused and panicked. Captain Amy Collins led the moon-base assault on the alien fleet's rear guard. Her quantum torpedoes punched through enemy hulls like they were made of paper. Direct hit on enemy cruiser, her weapons officer reported. Target is venting atmosphere. Continue firing. Don't let any of them escape. Commander Jake Morrison watched the battle from Defense Station Titan. The space around Earth had become a shooting gallery, with human weapons destroying alien ships faster than the enemy could react. Lisa, what's the status on enemy casualties? Jake asked. Enemy vessels destroyed or disabled, Dr. Lisa Parker reported. 14 more are trying to retreat. Only one ship appears to be escaping the engagement zone. Admiral Rodriguez made a decision. Let one ship go. Let them carry word back to their empire about what happens when someone attacks Earth. The battle that the aliens expected to last days was over in 15 minutes. Lord Zeph's flagship limped away from Earth, heavily damaged and barely able to maintain life support. Most of his fleet was gone. The ships that remained were crippled and helpless. My lord, we must jump to hyperspace immediately, his officer urged. The humans are preparing a final assault. Do it, Lord Zeph whispered. He could not believe what had happened. The most powerful fleet in the Veilthoran Empire had been destroyed by a species they thought was primitive. As his ship fled into hyperspace, Lord Zeph looked back at Earth one last time. The planet that should have been an easy conquest had become the site of the Empire's greatest defeat. On Earth, celebration began in the hidden command centers. But Admiral Rodriguez knew this was only the beginning. Good work, everyone, Sam announced. But remember, that ship that escaped will report back to their empire. They know about us now. The real war is just starting. The trap had worked perfectly. But now humanity had revealed itself to the galaxy. There was no going back to hiding. Earth was no longer a secret. Earth was a threat. Admiral Sam Rodriguez stood in the command center watching the destruction of the alien fleet. Around him, officers monitored screens showing the battle in space. What had started as an alien invasion was now becoming a human victory. All stations. This is Earth Command, Sam announced. Phase 2 is now active. Switch from defensive to offensive operations. The real counterattack was about to begin. Commander Paul Hayes took control of the assault from his hidden command center beneath the Pacific Ocean. The underwater facility had been built in secret over 15 years. Now it revealed itself as the true heart of Earth's military power. This is Deep Strike Command, Paul announced. All attack squadrons, you are clear to engage remaining alien vessels. Show no mercy. Captain Nina Ross led her fighter squadron in pursuit of fleeing alien ships. Her fighters were faster and more maneuverable than anything the Veilthoran Empire had ever built. Falcon leader to all units. Enemy cruiser attempting to escape at bearing 270. Intercept and destroy. Copy, Falcon leader. Came the replies from 50 human pilots. The alien cruiser tried to flee toward the outer solar system, but human fighters surrounded it quickly. Nina watched as her pilots fired quantum torpedoes with deadly precision. Direct hits on enemy vessel, reported Lieutenant Danny Cooper from his fighter. Target is breaking apart. Confirmed kill, Nina announced. Good shooting, Danny. Target the next ship. Dr. Ben Martinez monitored the quantum disruptor network from his Nevada laboratory. The network was working better than he had ever hoped. Alien ships throughout the solar system were losing their shields and weapons. Colonel Murphy, the disruptor field is affecting their navigation systems too, Ben reported excitedly. They can't coordinate their retreat. Each ship is acting independently. Colonel Ryan Murphy smiled grimly. Perfect. That makes them easier targets. Increase the disruption field strength. Yes, sir. Boosting power to maximum. Across the alien fleet, Veiltheran ships found themselves blind and helpless. Their advanced computers were failing. Their communication systems were jammed. Their weapons would not fire. Captain Amy Collins coordinated the assault from the moon base. Her tactical display showed every alien ship in the solar system. One by one, they were being destroyed or disabled. Shackleton Base to all units, Amy announced. Enemy formation has completely collapsed. Individual ships are trying to flee. In all directions. Pursue and destroy. Lieutenant Colonel Grace Thompson led a squadron of heavy assault fighters from the hidden Asteroid Base Series station. Her ships were designed for one purpose: destroying large enemy vessels. This is Thunder. Squadron engaging enemy dreadnought, Grace reported. Her fighters moved in perfect formation toward the largest remaining alien ship. The enemy dreadnought was massive, twice the size of any human vessel. But it was alone, and surrounded by human fighters that swarmed around it like angry bees. Concentrate. Fire on the engine section, Grace ordered. Take out their ability to escape. Thunder Squadron's plasma cannons tore into the alien ship's rear section. Explosions erupted along the dreadnought's hull as human weapons found their targets. Enemy vessel is losing power, reported Major Danny Cooper from the Orbital Defense. Platform New Gibraltar. Engines are offline. They're dead in space. Excellent work, Thunder Squadron, Admiral Rodriguez announced from Earth Command. Finish them. Grace Thompson did not hesitate. Fire quantum torpedoes. Full spread. The alien dreadnought disappeared in a ball of white fire. On the surviving Veilthoran ships, panic was spreading. Lord Zeph's second-in-command, Commander Vex, tried desperately to rally the remaining fleet. All ships form defensive formation, Vex ordered. Concentrate firepower on the human fighters. But it was useless. The quantum disruptors had made coordination impossible. Each alien ship fought alone against overwhelming human forces. Captain Steve Johnson's vessel Coral Sea had revealed itself as a mobile command ship. Hidden beneath its research equipment were some of the most advanced weapons in the human fleet. This is Coral Sea, engaging enemy battle cruiser, Steve reported. Firing heavy plasma cannons. The weapons that had been disguised as scientific instruments opened fire with devastating effect. The alien battle cruiser, already weakened by fighter attacks, broke apart under the assault. Dr. Lisa Parker worked frantically at her station on Defense Platform Titan. She was analyzing alien technology in real time, looking for weaknesses that human forces could exploit. Commander Morrison, I'm detecting a critical flaw in their power systems, Lisa announced. If we target the energy converters, their entire ship will lose power. Understood. Transmitting target data to all attack squadrons. Jake Morrison felt pride as he watched human forces systematically destroy the alien fleet. Every ship, every weapon, every strategy had been planned for this moment. Lieutenant Kate Williams intercepted the desperate communications between alien ships. Their organized military language had dissolved into chaos and fear. Colonel Murphy. The aliens are trying to send a distress signal to their home worlds, Kate reported. Can you block it? Ryan asked. Already done, sir. I'm jamming all their long-range communications. No word of this battle will reach their empire until we want it to. The human assault continued with deadly efficiency. Major Alex Turner's defense, GRID, had switched from planetary protection to offensive bombardment. Hidden weapons around the world fired into space, destroying alien ships that tried to hide behind Earth's moon. Grid stations report 90% ammunition remaining, Alex announced. We can keep this up for hours, but the battle would not last hours. The alien fleet was being destroyed too quickly. Commander Vex, the last surviving alien leader, made a final desperate attempt to rally his forces. All remaining ships, ram the human fighters, he ordered. If we cannot win, we die with honor. But even this failed. Human fighters were too fast and too well coordinated. They dodged the alien ramming attempts icily, then destroyed the enemy. Ships with concentrated fire. Captain Nina Ross watched the last few alien vessels try to escape toward deep space. Her fighters pursued them relentlessly. This is Falcon Leader. No alien ship leaves this system alive. Understood. Understood, Falcon Leader, came the reply from dozens of human pilots. One by one, the remaining alien ships were hunted down and destroyed. The mighty Veilthurin fleet, which had conquered worlds across the galaxy, was being wiped out by a species they had thought was primitive. Admiral Rodriguez received reports from across the solar system. The battle was almost over, sir. Final count shows 51 enemy vessels destroyed, reported his tactical officer. Only one ship escaped during the initial phase of the battle. Good, Sam replied. That ship will carry word back to their empire. They'll know that Earth is not to be trifled with. Commander Paul Hayes announced the end of combat operations. All units, this is Deep Strike Command. Cease fire. I repeat, cease fire. Enemy fleet has been completely destroyed. The silence that followed was profound, for the first time in hours. The space around Earth was quiet. Captain Amy Collins looked out from her moonbase at the wreckage floating in space. Pieces of alien ships drifted past her windows like metallic snow. Cleanup crews, begin salvage operations, Amy ordered. I want every piece of alien technology recovered and analyzed. The counterattack had been a complete success. Not a single human vessel had been lost. Not a single human city had been damaged. The alien invasion had been turned into a human victory. But Admiral Rodriguez knew this was only the beginning. The escaped alien ship would reach the Veilthurin Empire eventually. When it did, they would learn that Earth was not just another primitive world to be conquered. Earth was a predator that had been hiding among the sheep, and now the galaxy would know the truth. Admiral Sam Rodriguez stood before the cameras in the main briefing room of Earth Command. For the first time in 30 years, he was going to tell the world the truth. Behind him, screens showed the wreckage of the alien fleet floating in space. Around Earth, citizens of Earth, Sam began. I am Admiral Sam Rodriguez, commander of the Earth Defense Force. For decades, your governments have kept secrets from you. Today, those secrets are revealed. Around the world, people stopped what they were doing to watch the broadcast. In offices, schools, homes, and public places, humanity learned the truth about their planet's defenses. The alien attack you witnessed today was real, Sam continued. But so was our victory. What you saw was not luck or accident. It was the result of 40 years of preparation. Dr. Lisa Parker worked in her laboratory aboard Defense Station Titan, analyzing pieces of destroyed alien ships. The technology was incredible, but not beyond human understanding. In fact, much of it was familiar. Commander Morrison, this is fascinating, Lisa said as Jake visited her lab. The alien power systems are based on the same principles we've been developing for 20 years. That's not a coincidence, Jake replied. We learned those principles from studying crashed alien ships. We've been preparing for this day since before you were born. On Earth, Colonel Ryan Murphy addressed the press from his previously secret facility in Colorado. The underground complex was massive, filled with advanced computers and communication equipment. Project Aegis has been humanity's greatest secret, Ryan explained to the assembled reporters. We have been monitoring alien activity throughout the galaxy. We knew they were coming. We were ready. Captain Amy Collins supervised the salvage operations from her moon base. Human ships moved through the debris field, collecting alien technology and weapons. Every piece would be studied and understood. Recovery teams, This is Shackleton Base, Amy announced. Priority targets are navigation computers and communication systems. We need to understand their home world's locations. Dr. Ben Martinez worked excitedly in his Nevada laboratory. The quantum disruptor network had exceeded all expectations. Not only had it disabled the alien fleet, but it had also provided valuable data about alien technology. Colonel Murphy, we now have complete scans of their shield generators, weapon systems, and navigation computers, Ben reported. This information will help us prepare for future encounters. Excellent work, Ben. Begin analysis immediately. We need to understand their capabilities and weaknesses. Lieutenant Kate Williams decoded the recovered alien data files in her Denver bunker. What she found changed everything humanity thought they knew about the galaxy. Sir, you need to see this, Kate called to Colonel Murphy. The alien database contains information about over 300 species they've conquered. Earth was supposed to be conquest number 301. Ryan looked at the list of conquered worlds on Kate's screen. Each entry showed a species that had been completely destroyed or enslaved by the Veilthuran Empire. My God, Ryan whispered. They've been doing this for centuries. Yes, sir. But there's more. According to their files, no species has ever successfully resisted them. We're the first. General Frank Mitchell, the newly revealed head of the Earth Defense Force, held a press conference at the Pentagon. The room was packed with reporters from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the age of hiding is over, Frank announced. For too long, humanity has lived in fear of what might come from space. Today, we proved that we are not victims. We are survivors. We are fighters. A reporter raised her hand. General, how long have you known about alien life? The first confirmed. Contact was in 1987, Frank replied. A small scout ship crashed in the Nevada desert. Since then, we've recovered 17 alien vessels and used their technology to prepare our defenses. Captain Nina Ross returned to Earth after the battle, landing her fighter at the previously secret Edwards Air Force Base facility. Her squadron had destroyed more enemy ships than any other unit. Excellent work, Falcon Squadron, Admiral Rodriguez told the assembled pilots. You've proven that human courage and skill can overcome any enemy. Nina smiled as she removed her helmet. Sir, those aliens never stood a chance. Our fighters are faster, our weapons are more accurate, and our pilots are better trained. That's because we learned from the best teachers, Sam replied. We learned from them. Commander Paul Hayes emerged from his underwater command center for the first time in years. The Deep Strike facility had been his home since the project began. Now he could finally see sunlight again. The ocean base will remain operational, Paul announced to his staff. But we're no longer hiding. The world will know what we've built down here. Dr. Lisa Parker made a discovery that shocked the scientific community. The alien ships contained detailed star charts showing the locations of their home worlds and conquered territories. Admiral Rodriguez, we now know where they came from, Lisa reported. The Veilthuran Empire controls 17 star systems within 50 light-years of Earth, but they're not the only hostile force out there. What do you mean? Sam asked. Their database mentions at least 6 other aggressive species. The galaxy is full of empires that conquer and destroy weaker worlds. Earth was just the next target on a very long list. Captain Steve Johnson's research vessel Coral Sea was revealed to be one of 12 disguised warships. The vessels had been hidden in Earth's oceans for decades, waiting for this moment. The Maritime Defense Network is fully operational, Steve reported to Admiral Rodriguez. Any alien force that tries to attack Earth from space will face coordinated resistance from land, sea, air, and space. Major Danny Cooper coordinated the establishment of new orbital defense platforms. The success against the Veilthuran fleet had proven the effectiveness of Earth's hidden weapons. Sir, Construction crews are already working on expanding our orbital defenses, Danny reported. Within 6 months, we'll have triple the firepower we use today. Lieutenant Colonel Grace Thompson led the effort to establish forward observation posts throughout the solar system. Humanity would never again be caught off guard by an alien attack. Early warning stations are being placed from Mercury to Pluto, Grace announced. Any ship entering our solar system will be detected immediately. The most important discovery came from the analysis of alien navigation computers. Captain Amy Collins made the announcement that changed humanity's future. "Admiral, we've cracked their hyperspace navigation system," Amy reported. "We now know how to build faster-than-light engines. We can reach their homeworlds." Admiral Rodriguez realized what this meant. "Are you saying we can take the fight to them?" "Yes, sir. For the first time in human history, we can travel to other star systems. We can defend ourselves by striking first." General Frank Mitchell addressed the United Nations in New York. Representatives from every nation on Earth listened as he outlined humanity's new role in the galaxy. "We have learned that the universe is a dangerous place," Frank said. "Species that show weaknesses are conquered or destroyed. But species that show strength can survive and thrive." "What does this mean for Earth?" asked the Secretary General. "It means we are no longer hiding. We are no longer defenseless. From this day forward, Earth is a major power in this galaxy." Dr. Ben Martinez worked with international teams to share the captured alien technology. The quantum disruptor network was just the beginning. Humanity now had access to advanced energy systems, faster-than-light communication, and weapons beyond anything they had dreamed possible. "This technology will change everything," Ben announced to the scientific community. "Medicine, transportation, energy production, space exploration, nothing will be the same." Colonel Ryan Murphy stood in the Project Aegis Command Center, watching reports come in from around the world. The secret was out. Humanity knew the truth about their place in the galaxy. "Sir, what are our orders now?" asked Lieutenant Kate Williams. "Now we prepare for the next phase," Ryan replied. "The aliens know about us. They'll be back with larger fleets and better weapons. But they'll find that humanity learns quickly and adapts faster than any species they've encountered before." Admiral Sam Rodriguez made a final announcement to the world. Standing before the cameras with Earth behind him, he delivered the message that would define humanity's future. "Citizens of Earth, today marks the beginning of a new age. We are no longer alone in the universe. We are no longer defenseless. We have proven that humanity cannot be conquered, cannot be enslaved, and will not be destroyed. The alien empires of the galaxy have ruled through fear and superior technology, but they never faced a species like us. They never faced humans who refuse to surrender, who learn from every encounter, and who turn their enemies' own weapons against them. The message we send today echoes across the stars. Earth is not a target. Earth is a threat. And any species that challenges humanity will learn what the Veiltheran Empire learned today. They thought Earth was defenseless. They were wrong, and they paid the price for that mistake." In the depths of space, Lord Zeph's damaged flagship limped toward the Veilthoran homeworlds. He carried news that would shake the Empire to its core. The primitive species of Earth had destroyed the mighty Imperial fleet in minutes. But on Earth, humanity looked toward the stars with new confidence. The age of hiding was over. The age of human expansion had begun. The galaxy would never be the same.